The HIV prevalence in Uganda among people that use injectable drugs is almost 3 times the national average at 17%. Medically assisted therapy, MAT, offers a pathway out of addiction and to a healthy life. A complete journey on MAT prevents harmful infections such as HIV. This is the story of recovering addicts that have chosen a healthy life by getting onto MAT.
In the four years I've been using drugs, I used not to receive my periods. So I was very scared. At first I was like, well, I'm pregnant, but I'm not receiving any signs of pregnancy. So I was like, how comes something can take this period which comes every month? No, this is not good.
Body harm.
Based on the fact that I was an injector, my body is covered with scars, most especially my legs, my feet, because that was my site of choice. It was easier to hide. Yeah. The memory is also not good. You have, bits here and there that you lose. Yeah, then the general, your immunity is always down. I had an episode of acute liver damage where I was admitted for about 2 months. That's, I think, in 2015. So it has had quite a toll on my body.
The long-term harm of injectables to the body, they include this. You're looking at the person has been using drugs for a long period of time and how they're affected by these drugs. It's in different ways. Some people can have a memory loss at any age, depending on what drug you're using and how often you've used it. Yes, and can have learning problems, decision making, yes, death, yeah. Then also the drug-related, drug-induced mental illnesses can come in. Could be depression, schizophrenia, all those.
Heroin, when you've not used it, you have the TACIs, the withdrawal symptoms, which comes with the stomach cramps, the in and out of like diarrhea, as if you want to go to the chore, but you don't want, like the stomach is unstable, the sweating, the runny nose, teary eyes, like you're restless. Totally, you can think you even have fever. And that's why sometimes even when the clients get arrested at the police station and they begin experiencing such states, some of them release them because they have no idea of how to manage them. Others go to the extreme of just excreting on themselves if they don't get the heroin. So it makes you that useless at that point. But even after using it, you're going to slumber. Ogenda kwebaka, ofuuka nga toyina maanyi, but you're just now in that mode of, okay, I've put it in and I'm now here. Like you don't have the energy, like you will not even think of any other thing, but just feel weak and dozing. So what else will you do? It means before use, you're useless. Even after use, you're just there, you're not productive to yourself. So heroin is terrible.
Drugs is just the
most dangerous drugs to human life are very dangerous in that if you take both of them, you are bound to die or suffer a heart attack. If you supplement heroin with any other drug, you're bound to die. Same thing happens when you take crystal meth, because it stresses your brain and you're always awake. And the result is a brain shutdown. It might be your first time to sniff cocaine, and then you sniff too much of it, which might result into internal bleeding.
Now, people that are using these injectables could share needles, and this predisposes them to acquiring HIV and other blood-borne diseases. So the most ones are HIV and hepatitis among this category of people. and also there's a risk of overdose. You don't know how much you're injecting, and compared to here whereby others are filtered. So here you're injecting, everything you're injecting is just going to the bloodstream.
If you're suffering from addiction caused by injectable drugs or know of somebody struggling with addiction from injectable drugs, seek for help. To arrange a visit to a drop-in center, call 0414 664 730.